I do think it's a good step if you're a guy that's in your 20s or so and you're really struggling with women. I think it's a good step to maybe almost go MGTOW for a little while and just
Mhm.
focus on your, maybe become a homeowner. You know, do something, work on whatever aspect of your life it is that you feel like is weak. There's nothing more attractive to women than a man that has his shit together. And, having your shit together, you're less than 7 years away from having everything in your life completely drastically changed. Your credit score could completely change. You could become a homeowner. You can triple, quadruple your income. You can go from being a 300-pound man to a ripped 200-pound man. You can do it all. It might take a few years, but you really just got to buckle down and focus on all the areas of your life and which areas you're struggling at. If you're 29 years old and living in a 1-bedroom apartment and you have a couple of things in collections, well, you're not paying your bills on time, buddy, and you're not
Right.
you're not taking care of your responsibilities. You've got to change that. And I understand it's like especially in this time period in the USA, it's a lot of people are struggling, but that's not an excuse. You've got to really focus on where it is that you need to improve your life, buckle down and get it done. And it's going to take a few years. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But as long as you pay your bills on time, you don't commit any crimes, work on your diet, work on your physical attractiveness, hit the gym a little bit, you can turn it all around. And a lot of these guys that promote that ideology and haven't even attempted to turn it around, then, there's just no respect for those guys.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's kind of funny because, like, even though I don't like the acronym, I'm MGTOW all the way, in the sense that you should, as a man, your default should be like going your own way. Like, you should always be going your own way as a man. In fact, the biggest thing you can trip up as a man is going someone else's way, or especially making a woman the center of your life and going her way. So, that I agree with. And especially when you're younger as a man, get your shit together. Build your finances up, get in good shape, it doesn't take much to be a top 5% man, because the competition is so shitty. Like, guys complain all the time about how hard it is today with girls knowing their value. So they pumping up their value so high with Instagram and OnlyFans and all this stuff. But what they neglect to realize is that guys are pussies today, like absolute pussies and whiny little bitches. And it's so easy to be a top percent man. Everyone is overweight. Like, to get a top 5% physique, all you have to do is go to the gym for 2 years and get to like 10% body fat. That's not very hard to do. I mean, if you're dedicated, and you'll be a top 5, you probably be top 1% physique, honestly, if you do that. And then as far as money, I mean, again, if you're making 6 figures, you're probably in the top 5% right there. And as far as game and in interaction with women, again, not very hard, because I coach guys all the time, and I see guys standing around a bar. In fact, one of the things I do when I coach guys, I'm like, see all those guys standing around with drinks in their hand, like just clutched to their chest, like, you're better than all those guys, because all those guys, like, you're gonna go tonight and you're gonna at least talk to like a few girls, and all those guys, they're just gonna stand there and they're not gonna talk to any. They're just gonna hope that some girl talks to them. And so it's so easy to be a top 5% guy today. And so many guys just, they don't take the opportunity. That's what blows my mind. That's why it's like, it's so frustrating, is because I feel like there's so many guys that we can help, but they're just so convinced that by these guys that are preaching the wrong message to them and telling them, this doom and gloom. So.
Right. Well, I think they have the same mindset of, because I'm a guy that meal preps. I work out 5 days a week. And, I see people all the time, colleagues and friends and people in my circle that, they're eating a slice of pizza or whatever. And they always look at my food. They kind of make fun of me a little bit, but then they're like, I'm starting my diet tomorrow.
Right.
So many people have this mindset, and they genuinely believe that they're going to start their diet tomorrow, but they've been saying this. They don't even realize they've been saying this for 5 years.
Yeah.
And they just never make those changes. And what a lot of guys don't understand is confidence is built. You don't just like naturally like just change your mentality and become confident. Okay, hitting the gym, that builds confidence. When you look in the mirror and you see your physique change and you see yourself, what you look like, that builds confidence. When you go through a situation like if you're debt free, if you own property, if you own a nice car, these things build your confidence. These are things that guys really need to focus on. And, before they know it, women are going to be easy. They're not even going to be a challenge. but they
Yeah.
just have to build themselves up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I think also just the frame of mind, right? It's like, when you're a guy that has money, has a house, has your shit together, like has done hard shit in your life, like gone to the gym every day and meal prep, like you said, and like has done this stuff. If you go and you see some 22-year-old girl at a bar and she's the only thing she has going for her is that she's pretty, you're not putting her on a pedestal, because you're like,
Yeah.
who, you're getting a show to the John show, like it's like, you're blessed with my presence, as opposed to you like having this, the hot girl, like getting nervous and stuff, because you really know that you're not faking it. Again, I think a lot of some of the places that have gone wrong in the pickup community is like this whole faking this thing that just become the thing, and then you don't have to fake it. I mean, you still have to learn some skills, you still have to get over your fear and some social interaction, but when you are the thing, it's so much more powerful because you act out of that, and it becomes natural to you. So
yeah, when you've accomplished things and you have your shit together, you typically don't take a lot of shit from anybody. If things aren't going your way, you say, fuck this, I'm going to find something else, and I think women can sort of sense that in a man, and they seek a man who is going to, it's just a biological imperative just to seek a man who knows how to lead like a father. You know what I mean?
Yep.
A man that has his shit together and is focused on what it is he wants. He knows how to get it. She's going to sense that on him. And you don't get that way by sitting around and faking it. You have to actually accomplish things to become that way. And, and you're right. That's a problem with the pickup community. And I believe that's why a lot of those guys don't have the long-term relationships, because eventually women sort of pick up on it. They say, well, this guy's fun. He's attractive. He's cool, but that's about it. So he's the equivalent to being a hot chick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where really, like we're saying, the phrase "she's not yours, it's just your turn" really becomes true in that sense, because you have nothing of value to hold on to. But if you're a man of value, I mean, women will be hitting you up and you'll be beating them off, because they'll be trying to get you, because they'll see what your value is. And I think there's a lot to be said for building yourself up in that way.